Welcome to USF1 Profiles. Let's hunt down F1's most prolific apex predator, Michael Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher, the man, the myth, the 7-time world champion, the human embodiment of German engineering, widely considered the greatest Formula One driver of all time. Unless you're a Hamilton fan, in which case you've already thrown your phone across the room. But here's the thing. Schumacher didn't just win. He didn't just dominate. He bent the entire sport around his will like Dumbledore with a helmet. Basically, a man so dominant, the FIA rewrote the rules of racing just to slow him down. By the early 90s, he's in Formula One. He's fast, he's fearless, and he's immediately terrifying. This guy wasn't a driver, he was an assassin. Schumacher was born back in the winter of '69 in West Germany to working-class parents Rolf, a bricklayer, who later ran the local kart track, and Elizabeth, who operated the track's canteen, concession stand for us Americans. Michael's racing career started when his dad bolted a motor onto a Pee-wee pedal cart, basically a supercharged soapbox derby car. So while other kids were learning how to color inside the lines, Schumacher was learning how to steer a rocket inside the lines. Basically Mario Kart, but IRL. And that set the tone for the rest of his career. Over-engineered, over-prepared, and terrifyingly fast. Schumacher won his first world championship with Benetton in '94, and then again in '95. And he did it by driving like a man possessed, but also by smashing into people on purpose. Michael was the kind of guy, if he couldn't pass you clean, he would just Control-Alt-Delete you from that race entirely. He literally rammed Damon Hill off the track in '94 to secure his championship. And then he tried the same trick again in '97. Yes, Michael Schumacher pioneered the F1 tradition of, if I can't win, you can't either. He would literally ram other drivers off the track, and somehow the FIA was like, I saw nothing. In 1996, Schumacher joins Ferrari. At the time, Ferrari was basically a meme. Loads of history with zero recent success. They hadn't won a driver's championship since 1979. By 2000, Schumacher was like, hold my beer, I got you. No big deal. He just goes out and wins championships in 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. You get it. 5 championships in a row. It wasn't racing. It was Schumacher Usain Bolting Formula One. He won so much, they literally rewrote the rules to stop him. Tire changes, qualifying formats, even technical regulations, all dumbed down just to slow this man down. Schumacher didn't just drive, he redefined everything. He was the first driver to be a complete athlete, training, fitness, nutrition, team building. Before him, F1 drivers looked like chain-smoking accountants who accidentally wandered into a race car. After him, they were Olympic-level athletes. Schumacher literally built teams around him. He turned Ferrari's pit crew into a military unit with German precision. Basically, Schumacher showed up shredded, and every other driver went, wait, we were supposed to work out? He turned Ferrari into a war machine, built entire pit crews around his methods, and dragged the team into a golden age. 7-time world champion, tied with Hamilton, but Schumacher did it first. And back when the cars crumbled every other race. 91 race wins, a record so insane it stood untouched for over a decade. 68 pole positions, translation, he started first so often, it was practically his assigned parking spot. And 77 fastest laps, aka I won the race and I rubbed it in. Basically, if Formula One was a religion, Schumacher was the man-child of Muhammad and Abraham with the grace of Buddha and the body of Christ. Michael Schumacher retired in 2006, maybe in hopes of joining the German Olympic ski team. But retirement didn't last. He came back in 2010 with Mercedes. He wasn't quite the same, older, slower, but still terrifying enough to remind everyone, Michael Schumacher is not a man, he's a concept. He didn't win another title, but laid the groundwork for Mercedes' dynasty that Lewis Hamilton would later aura farm for championships. Basically, Schumacher set him up and Hamilton knocked him down. Then tragedy struck in 2013 with his horrific skiing accident. Not quite Sonny Bono, but horrific nonetheless. Since then, he's been hidden away like Richard Simmons. Although we can no longer see him, his impact on the sport is unmatched. Michael Schumacher wasn't just a driver. When he showed up, the rest of the grid were racing for second place. Michael Schumacher is the reason modern Formula One is what it is. He didn't win races, he changed the definition of winning. He didn't compete, he collected trophies like Pokemon Go characters. 7-time world champion, 91 wins, 68 poles. He didn't raise the bar, he is the bar. That's Michael Schumacher, the German-engineered, chaos-wielding, rule-breaking, venomous predator of Formula One. Proof that sometimes dominance isn't just about speed. It's about turning the entire sport into your own personal dictatorship. A la Maduro. Only difference? Schumacher was never caught.
Follow us on YouTube at the United States of F1 on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at United States F1. Join us next time on USF1. Like and subscribe. Copyrights Brugman Media Limited. See you next time on USF1.